Welcome to the Microsoft 365 Copilot Newsroom in our brand new version of our deck. I'd love to introduce my team that I have on the line with me. I'll go ahead and toss it over to Sharon first.
Hi everyone, my name is Sharon Abraham and I'm a M365 consultant with Reply in the Chicago office, here to talk all things Copilot with you today, and I'll be focusing in on the updates that have been rolling out this month. And so I can go ahead and pass it off to Alex to introduce himself.
The consultant with Reply. It can related to administration of Copilot monitoring.
Thanks, Alex. I think you cut out a little bit, but I'll go ahead and ask if Will is on the line, if he can introduce himself as well.
Hey everyone, sorry, I'm having some internet issues. I don't know if I'm cutting in and out. I'm also a senior Microsoft consultant based in Chicago. And yeah, excited to talk about Copilot updates today.
Great. You sounded fine from our end, Will. Again, everybody, my name is Kellen McLeod. I'm also an adoption change management consultant with Reply. Excited to dive into some end user updates that we have for today. If you're new to Copilot Newsroom, welcome. But if you are not new, you all know the drill. First, we'll be covering a little bit of some end user capabilities that have just rolled out with Copilot, then diving into some admin capabilities with Will, who will also take us through the Copilot roadmap. And then towards the end, we'll be going through that Q&A with Alex. So if you have any questions, comments, or find anything surprising, please feel free to put those comments or questions in the Q&A. We'll definitely go through those towards the end. Now, with the introduction of our new slide template, I'd love to talk to you a little bit about Reply and who we are. In the last 3 decades, Reply really has grown into a global decentralized network of highly specialized companies. We have over 16,000 experts worldwide that really help organizations stay ahead of the technology curve that's always changing. We are not a monolith, but rather a coordinated network of technology and system integration companies. And we work quite closely to bring comprehensive solutions to our customers. Our goal is to be agile and innovative in all spheres, to stay close to our customers and also keep their business goals at the forefront of everything that we do. We also help them build that best-in-class technology and find the right solution. At Valorem Reply, we also specialize in Microsoft solutions. So whether you're looking for a new social tool to connect people at your global organization, or you're thinking about rolling out Copilot, or even if you're looking for a more custom solution, we bring the best of technical security and adoption guidance to guide you in that process. And if there's a more niche need that you discover at your organization, there's probably a Reply for that. And we'd be happy to help. If you have any questions in any area, please reach out to us. The combination of our modern work strategy and focusing on end user experience and design, we're able to find the right build or migration or implementation that helps your organization to pursue the most effective adoption change management strategy. This also allows our solutions to be much more robust and comprehensive for your needs. So recognizing that all roles in an organization have a part to play helps make that change more effective that we aim to implement and become more effective and tangible. So I know this looks like a big list, but here at Valorem Modern Work, we have quite a few specialties, and we encourage you to reach out to us if you have any questions at all regarding these tools. Whether you are needing to upgrade your business applications, migrate any platforms, increase automation and AI, or use or need guidance on strategy and governance, our experts will truly meet you where you are. If you need more information about these things, let us know. We'd be happy to talk about our experience, how we can bring that effectively into your organization. 2025 truly has been an incredible year for Copilot implementations as well as Viva tool rollouts. So we're truly excited for what is coming next on the horizon. Now, speaking of things that always keep us on our toes, I'd love to pass it over to Sharon to cover our latest updates for M365 Copilot in terms of end users.
Thanks, Kellen. All right, so focusing in on the end user updates for this month, we have a lot of interesting updates that have rolled out and you either have access to or you will soon have access to within your own organization. So starting off first with what is available today, we have GPT-5 now included within your Microsoft 365 Copilot. So we're really excited to announce that this OpenAI's best AI system to date is now available for you to test out. And GPT-5 really uses that real-time router to intelligently select the best model for each of your prompts. Essentially, what this means is that you now have better response quality as well as increased performance due to the intelligent routing system that it has that allows you to ask your prompt and it will use the backend to come up with an answer depending on its own system. This will eventually get you your smarter responses as it will choose the optimal model based off of your prompt complexity. And also, it will give you user control as you're able to choose the sessions in which you'd like to activate GPT-5. And it also has the capability of adaptive performance. What this means is that it will continue to refine the model or choose the model based off of whether your prompts are involving simple tasks or if they're more complex tasks, it will use a deeper reasoning model. Again, making this a really fluid system and also allowing you to get answers that are really tailored to what you are looking for. Moving on over into your SharePoint agents, this feature is rolling out this month, and it's really exciting for those of you who are currently accessing SharePoint agents, or even those of you who are interested in learning more about them. There is now an access to SharePoint agents that is directly found within your M365 Copilot app. What this means is that users will now be able to access your agents directly within your Copilot app, allowing you to reduce the amount of context switching that you have and allowing you to stay within your stream of work and boost your overall productivity. So SharePoint agents now will appear within your Copilot app, and so you no longer need to navigate to a specific SharePoint site to find your agent. What this means is that you can access your agents with ease, and also that your recently used agents will show up within your Copilot sidebar within the place that you work on a daily basis, and you can quickly re-engage with an agent all within one space. The additional functionality here is that SharePoint agents will soon, and this is an upcoming functionality, they can also open up inside of your Copilot by default, allowing you to have one place where you can access your agents. On the other side, when we're thinking about agents and where you can find them, they are also discoverable now within your Teams App Store. So users can discover their agents and add them directly from the App Store, making your collaboration easier and more personalized, all within one neat place. With this, you can have a personalized experience as your users, or you will be able to see a tailored list of your recently used agents based off of your activity with it. So agents can be added directly to your chats or your channels for quick collaboration. Something that we've mentioned before, but this is a really neat use case as you can continue to just add your agents to your everyday workplace. So whether you're chatting with a colleague or you're working in a channel with a project team, you can add your SharePoint agents in there and they will be able to interact with you and assist you with your needs. Now we have a lot of Copilot chat updates this month, or some that have rolled out at the end of last month, and you should be able to access them shortly. So when we're looking at Copilot chat, it now includes a new centralized tools menu. What this means is that your Copilot chat has now access to a tools area, which allows your users to access different tools like your designer, your pages, or even pinned agents within this space. So now all of those resources are just one click away. You can simply go into your chat box. You can type into your tools and click into them and access these really powerful AI features. There's advanced capabilities that are also included in your tools, like your researcher and your analyst agent. And these really allow for you to dig in deeper and use some of these higher reasoning models to enhance your productivity. Additionally, with this all being in one space, it's really important to note that you now have even further reduced context switching. You don't even need to go further away to try and find your tools, but rather you can click into them and access them within your Copilot chat directly. Again, some new Copilot chat updates. This rolled out last month, but it's a really neat feature. Copilot chat now will incorporate different insights from your email attachments directly. What this means for you as an end user is that Copilot will be able to read over any attachments that are in your inbox, whether that's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, JSON, or XML files. It can reason over those attachments and give you insights based off of this information. So this is really ensuring that Copilot is context aware. It's understanding what is being sent out and what is inside of your Outlook. And it can also understand the email body as well as the attachment content and give you deeper insights based on this information. So whether you're working within your Outlook or working within your emails or trying to understand information that was sent over to you, you can use this information within your Copilot chat to reason over these documents and further understand them. So this is available for users who have an M365 Copilot license, and it's available within Outlook as well as your Copilot app. Now, for those of you who are really interested in presentations, I mean, almost everyone works with decks on a day-to-day basis in terms of sharing them out or creating content. So a really great functionality here is that users can now go ahead and describe a presentation idea within your Copilot chat directly. And your Copilot chat or your Copilot will go ahead and generate a really simple, neat, ready-to-use PowerPoint deck that can be further fleshed out with different visuals and a better structure for you to use so you can go ahead and have a nice deck in place. So within your Copilot chat, once you prompt your Copilot to go ahead and create a deck, you just give it some basic requirements of what you'd like to see, some context. If you'd like it to include some visuals, you can also go ahead and list it out within your chat. And your Copilot will go ahead and build a presentation with a matter of minutes based off of your prompt. So making this really tailored to you as the end user. It will also include any of your work content if you ground it in that information. And so making sure that you have all of your relevant insights within your deck. So you'll get a nice structured deck. And as always, you can always go ahead and review it, let Copilot do the hard work and create a baseline. And you can come in and add on to your insights by refining it and continuing to expand on this information. So really having your Copilot act as your own personal assistant that helps do all of that groundwork for you while you get to come in and refine things. Some more Copilot chat updates. So looking at image generation and editing directly within Copilot chat, it now supports some of that deeper visual understanding as well as deeper creation, allowing your users or allowing you to extract information and also generate images directly within your conversations. What this means is that Copilot is now able to go ahead and answer questions about images that are uploaded within PDFs, Word or PowerPoint files. A really great tool, as now Copilot will understand these images, understand what's in them, and it can give you information based off of that as well. So if you're looking at a diagram or if you're looking at an image and you would like to get further information or ask Copilot what it's talking about, it now has the capability to return an answer that is suited to your prompts. With that as well, when we're thinking of image generation and the editing perspective, users can now also create or modify different visuals using natural language. So making this really easy for you to interact with Copilot, you can give it a natural language prompt in plain human speaking language without ever having to leave the chat, and it can go ahead and generate that images within your chat. And then lastly, it has the ability to prompt track. And what that means is that your edits will now show some of those attachment snippets, which makes it easier for you to reiterate content and manage your content as well. Now looking at the new side-by-side visual editor, this is a feature that is rolling out this month. And so it'll be something that you can definitely test out, especially if you are interested in design or work with different graphics. Copilot Chat now has a side-by-side visual editor, which will allow users to really move from generating or refining prompts with ease to then start editing in images, all without you losing any of your context. So this really allows for one seamless location where you can continue to expand your creative capabilities and your creative flow and work within this space. So you can have that integrated workflow, allowing you to move within those areas. It also has flexible controls. So it gives you your canvas-based editing, as you can see on the right, and you can use your natural language to guide the way that it works. And again, the capability here with Copilot is that it really is that fast iteration. So you can easily adjust your content, you can upscale, you can auto-enhance visuals to get the desired results. So when we're looking at this image here of our visual editor and Copilot Chat, there's a number of features right at the top of the toolbar. You can add different effects, you can continue to enhance pictures, and you can continue to iterate on it until you get your desired result. So if you're not happy with the first image or you'd like to tweak it, you can continue to ask Copilot to help you adjust things and upscale your images as well. Now, when we look at this functionality, this is really a neat functionality that is rolling out. This is available now on your web, Windows, and Mac OS, and the mobile rollout will begin in October. But we're really happy to announce that users now, even without an M365 Copilot license, can access your AI-powered visual creation tools in the Create function in Create mode. So this means that there's an expanded access to image generation and editing. Really, anyone can go ahead and continue to use these functionalities within your Create to generate different visuals, such as banners or infographics or even posters within this space. So users can also go ahead and work on your image generation and editing features. This was all only previously available to licensed users, but now with the new expansion, people can go in and test out this functionality and capability as well. And again, the mobile rollout will be rolling out in October, but the rest on web, Windows, and Mac OS is available for you to test out now. Now, moving out of Copilot Chat for a second and just over on into your Microsoft Edge and some of the capabilities that are there as a business use case. When we're looking at Copilot within your Edge, users can now go ahead and click on web pages or right-click on web pages within Edge for Business, and it will instantly have the capability with Copilot to summarize your content within your Copilot Chat, allowing you to stay focused and informed. So when you click into your Summarize with M365 Copilot, Copilot has the functionality and ability to condense some of those denser articles, different documents, or even pages with a simple right click. So when you're looking at summarizing a long article or a long piece of research or even heavy documents, using the Summarize feature with Copilot will allow you to read through that information directly. Again, the functionality here is that it really reduces that need to context switch. You don't have to switch out different tabs and ask Copilot to do the work for you. Rather, it's there with a click of a button. Copilot will be able to summarize your information, allowing you to research in a faster way and also digest that information within one place. And again, this is available directly within your Microsoft Edge for Business. This rolled out in August, and so this is something that is available for you to test out as you're extracting some of those insights. And last but certainly not least, for your end user updates, we now have custom dictionaries that are available for Copilot in Teams. This was a feature that rolled out in July, but with the phased approach of hitting tenants, and now people or users should have access to it. A really neat functionality for those who especially have organizations, and if you're working in an organization that has its own set of terms, that's organization-specific terminology, Copilot can now, with your intelligent recap, if you add these sort of terms into the custom dictionaries that are available within Teams, you will be able to understand, or Copilot will be able to understand what these terms are, allowing you to improve its transcript accuracy as well as the meeting recap functionality. Essentially, your IT admins can now upload some of these custom dictionaries, some of these custom terms into your custom dictionary capability, and you will be able to see this as your Copilot can understand what these terms are and what they mean. So there is currently multi-language support available for a number of languages. We currently have English, Spanish, Japanese, French, German, Portuguese, Italian, and simplified Chinese as the languages that are supported to date. Again, with this, you can enhance your transcript capability, and this is taking place with centralized management. So this is accessible via Copilot settings in the M365 Admin Center. Again, as this is thinking of the IT admins having the capability to add this information into those dictionaries. So really neat functionality that is listed out here. So that is all from me from the end user updates, but now I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Will to talk about the admin and management capabilities.
Perfect. Thanks, Sharon. So yeah, admin and management capabilities. The latest to come out with Microsoft. So SharePoint agents are now included in the M365 Admin Center agent inventory. Excuse me. It's nice to have a unified agent inventory where you can see all of the SharePoint agents as well as internal user-created and third-party agents all in one place. Anything that's embedded within your Microsoft ecosystem, agent-wise, is going to appear here. So it's nice to have one nice interface to be able to manage all of that, manage and govern. So you can also view agents, the metadata associated, as well as block or unblock them as needed. So a lot of governance controls in this new interface as well. Next, we have M365 Copilot search metrics that are now available in the usage reports. This is available as of August, so this has already been rolled out as of last month. Usage reports, again, they displayed already a number of different metrics, but now Copilot search results is pretty useful. I think it's a nice segue into the next slide where you can analyze user behavior a little bit more in depth. But again, you can monitor adoption trends, drive enablement, right? Make educated decisions based off the information that you can extract from these usage reports. Sorry, not the next slide, but in a few slides. Next, we have now a request and approval workflow for agents. So if you have Frontier and Microsoft agent requests, and you have sufficient admin permissions, you can now approve or reject those requests for general users. So requested agents is available as of August 2025. Again, being able to govern the agents and the usage of them across your organization is a very powerful tool. The more tools that we have to govern and manage the usage of them, the better. Message packs. So again, previously, I think only pay-as-you-go subscription models were available for Copilot chat consumption. There is now pre-purchase capacity packs, which you can purchase and configure to various billing policies. So this is a pretty neat billing integration where you can get a little bit more control over the usage as opposed to just hooking up a pay-as-you-go plan and not really having any control over the upper limit there. So a new simplified admin interface here for being able to purchase and configure those. And this is, again, also available as of August last month. Block, reassign, or retire ownerless agents. So again, I keep emphasizing this point of more controls. In the M365 Admin Center, you can now block, reassign, or retire orphaned agents to essentially make sure that you have a clean structure throughout your organization in terms of agents. Right, they do take resources and they also do pose security risks if depending on what different systems that they're connected to, as well as what knowledge sources, if any, anything is pointed to them that's potentially sensitive as well. Those all pose as security risks. So making sure that you have a way to sort of retire or block them is definitely a much needed security measure. So improved compliance, risk reduction, right? These are all things that we're looking to achieve with the ability to manage orphaned agents. Identity risky AI usage with Purview Insider Risk Management. So IRM is what Insider Risk Management is basically. You can use it to analyze and classify risk levels. So if there is any suspicious behavior from any of the end users to do with AI within your ecosystem, IRM will flag it, and you can take a look at some more analytics here. Risk indicators integrated with adaptive protection, integrated with strict policies like DLP and conditional access, so that you can get a closer look at what exactly is happening under the covers, and then automated risk response as well. So if you do have high risk users that are attempting to access sensitive data, they can be automatically blocked and I believe that you can set up alerts for this as well. And this was, again, also something that was rolled out in August. Again, another tool that is useful for detecting risky behavior and preventing misuse of AI tools across your ecosystem. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the Copilot roadmap. Some of the things that I'm personally excited to look at are the SharePoint agent web part. You can also now finally reference an Excel file when creating a presentation with Copilot for PowerPoint. It's kind of a surprise to me that that wasn't available earlier, but again, being able to reference other files within the graph is definitely useful for getting a head start on any document, right? Be it PowerPoint, a business document. So again, excited to see changes like that continuously come through. Okay, and then next, we have some new items that are still in development, updating document sections from new sources, Copilot chat tools. Excited to see what more tools that they release in that space. Microsoft Teams Facilitator. So this is something that I know I personally have seen a lot of customers use and give good feedback about. The facilitator is really good as acting as sort of an autonomous agent at taking notes for you, planning next steps within your meetings. I think if you are on meetings where there are lots of action items and decisions that need to be documented that come out of them, facilitator is really good at being able to analyze transcripts, while you're in the meeting, and give you reminders as well. So seeing that it is now able to schedule ad hoc meetings for you in Teams rooms is, I know that scheduling meetings is, again, being able to analyze transcripts or meeting notes and then being able to document those action items. One of them, if they are to schedule additional meetings, the fact that facilitator can do that for you or will be able to do that for you, I think, is one more thing taken off your to-do list. So excited changes to see for September and October next month. And with that, I'm going to close out and open it up for questions and answers.
Yeah, thanks, Will. Just opening the Q&A to see if anybody has any outstanding questions. It looks like Russell has left a couple in here. Is there any word on improving the chat interface? The chat window only allows a certain amount of characters when pasting large amounts of code. This limit can be often exceeded. The very small window cannot be expanded to be able to remove text in a useful way, as only a few lines of text can be seen at a time. Alex, I'm wondering if you have any insight in terms of Copilot chat and pasting large amounts of code.
Microsoft is constantly improving. I know that it's already been one increase of limits for the chat. The workaround is always try to add it to the file if you have really long text that does not fit to the chat window. Just add it to the file and reference that file with your prompt. That's the workaround, but we are expecting that the upper limits of number of characters will be increasing because we've seen it for the past 12 months that's a trend that just allow longer prompt. And the reason why there are some limitations because when Copilot is trying to organize prompt and chunk it, it takes more processing power. So that's why we have limitation. But when you upload file, it's different mechanism of appending this file to the system prompt and sending to LLM.
Yeah, that makes sense. And he's also wondering if there are plans in the future to improve the interface to adjust the colors on the screen in the chat window page. As of right now, Russell, we don't think that is on the on its way out, but we'll definitely keep an eye out for it in terms of customizing the Copilot chat window. And then to answer your last question, the best way to provide feedback, especially after numerous incorrect answers, will be at the bottom of Copilot's response. There is an ability to either thumbs up or down Copilot's response. This feedback is sent directly to the Microsoft team, and they kind of go in and review all of the conversations that you're having and thumbsing down and make sure to also detail why you're giving it a thumbs down. What is the inaccuracy that's kind of consistent throughout that conversation?
And one thing I might add there is that sometimes it is a bit of prompt engineering. Sometimes the AI just can give you poor quality results. But I would say oftentimes there are many things that we can do in the ways of prompt engineering to try and get the AI to understand what we're asking for a little bit better in most scenarios.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. We like to kind of give folks the acronym of GCSE, which stands for Goal, Context, Source, and Expectations. So including all four of these prompt ingredients is really going to help Copilot give you more robust results. Any other questions? Feel free to drop those in the chat. I'm kind of monitoring it as we have a couple of minutes left. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, I would love to make you all aware of our upcoming virtual events. You can sign up on our events page. Upcoming on October 1st, we will have an Engaging with Viva Engage, where our lovely Jesse and Herman will be presenting about the best ways to utilize the platform. There will also be an M365 Copilot for telecommunications, media, and gaming session on the 8th. And then also, of course, our October session on the 29th, last Wednesday of the month. So stay tuned for that. Again, thank you all so much for attending today. Stay tuned for our October session. Reserve your seat with us on our website, and we look forward to seeing you next month.